slide in there.
So when coach calls, but if one of you two gets, you just move it over to here.
Okay, perfect.
And then you two are good to share.
Okay, we're just going to start with the opening questions from Coach and then open it up for questions.
First of all, thank you guys for coming and more specifically covering us. We've been in since August 5th, so I think we're on our 10th day here, and we've had a great start, absolutely great start. Ari Ferraro is our captain down here, and we've got a great veteran group returning. So that group has played significantly for us. Most importantly, last year got a taste of the postseason both in the ACC tournament and the NCAA tournament, and I promise you they're hungry for more.
Question?
Coach, when you have such a veteran group, how do you pick a captain, or do you let them pick, or how do you pick a captain?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jody. We definitely chose her, but it was already chosen internally by the team. All we really did is named her. She kind of already came to fruition this spring, and through a lot of the things that the kids would say that she would be doing not only on the field but away from the field, that's super important to me. I think that your teams can win at a very high level if you're self-regulated away from the field as well as on the field. And Ari commands that respect on the field day in and day out through practice and games, but certainly away from the field is where she's done that. So it was a natural progression for us to name her that, and she's been fantastic.
Coach, I think so far early in the practices, some of the strengths you're seeing in this team?
Yeah, because we're so heavily influenced with seniors and upperclassmen who have significantly played for 4 years. Brooklyn, Ari, these guys have played all 4 of their years in very significant roles. So we've got 5 of those kids. Allison Whitfield, Neve, and Callie McKinney also round out that senior group of players that are playing and who have played significantly. So I think something that we're super prideful on is our defending, right? We always are super prideful in our defending. But now where we've really elevated our game is our ability to keep the ball. So we're much more balanced defensively and offensively. I've enjoyed watching our practices. You know, sometimes you go out and you have a focus on one side of the ball, but you're actually really good on the opposite side of the ball. That's a really good day. So I feel like we're all on the same page defensively with the philosophy and how we want to play. But what I think we've been really able to take that next step with is the attacking side of the ball.
With the veteran group, any newcomers that have stood out to you so far in game?
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting because we had some first-year kids last year, specifically Raven Alexander, and help me here, guys.
Hernandez.
Snow, who redshirted, Cassie and Anna. So we've had 3 kids who redshirted last year, who now are quote-unquote freshmen, right? So they've really kind of fallen into that freshman group. So we know what we expect of them, and we're kind of seeing that. The beauty of it is they still have 4 years left. But someone who I think we'll all agree on is Corinne Dente, has been really a special freshman for us. I think we believe in her more than she believes in herself. She's going to be a fun player to watch this year, but I think by her senior year, she's going to be super special.
I guess for Gabby and Ariana, you lose a really good one in the other Gabby Vincent, to graduation of the pros. How's the defense doing? You know, if I can try and find someone to take her place.
Yeah, I guess I'll start. You know, Gabby's awesome. I got the opportunity to play with her for 2 years. But yeah, she's a hard one to replace. But I think the good thing about Gabby is the leadership that she had and the abilities that she possessed are now being taken over by the rest of the back line. So Sarah Hernandez specifically is really trying to take over some of Gabby's leadership and soccer qualities and bring them over into the back line. So yes, very difficult to replace, quote unquote, but also her legacy is something that is living on a lot in our back line, and we refer back to her all the time. And I know a bunch of us still communicate with her weekly, just to check in on how she's doing, but also to get advice from her as well.
I guess going off that, yeah, we're never trying to replace Gabby Vincent, but every single day we just realize what she taught us, and just with the new players who step in, just like embodying everything she left us with, we're doing a good job with that.
All right, what did it mean or does it mean to be the captain of this team with so many veterans on a team?
I'm definitely honored, obviously, but it doesn't feel like I'm in it by myself. I have a really good group behind me. I'm never making decisions on my own or feeling like I'm kind of in charge. I definitely think I have a great group of leaders, whether it's my other seniors or juniors or basically anyone on this team is not afraid to lead, which is really helpful for me.
Amanda, you were preseason All-ACC. Question one, I guess, would be, how is the knee feeling? How are you doing out there on the practice field?
I'm good, and I'm ready to go. I started off slow last season. I kind of got into it towards the end, but I feel fine. I don't have any pain. I'm pretty confident in my knees, so I'm good.
Brooklyn, how much does last year kind of drive you guys in the off season and now here in preseason? How much did it drive you to get to a point and want to get back to there and do even better?
Yeah, I think we're really motivated this year, just seeing how far we can go and knowing what our abilities are. And we've been working really hard all summer and all preseason, so I think we're in a really good spot.
Coach, ACC Network a week away. Obviously got to mean great things for the program. Just discuss that new avenue for you all to show Louisville women's
Yeah, so twofold really is to show off what we've got and to be in households of recruits. So I think that's huge. So our players who maybe live far away, their parents can watch them now if they can't get to the game. But as importantly, we're going to be in the houses of future Cardinals. So just the visibility that we gain to show off the product that we feel very prideful in, and then obviously to have the next generation of Louisville Cardinals be able to watch us in the comfort of their own home.
For any of the girls to answer, what do you have to do to get accomplish your goals this year? What do you feel like you need to improve on the most right now from what you've seen in preseason?
I think I would say, just our cohesion as a group is something that is awesome on our team, but it's also something that doesn't just come without any work. So we're working effortlessly every single day to make sure that our camaraderie is at a high level because, like Coach said, championship teams are made when we can self-regulate. I just think making sure that we show up to everything with an attitude of let's go at this 110% and let's grow in the little small details that other people might not be focusing on. Let's focus on those details, and that'll help us get to the next level for sure.
Is for any of the players at all last year NCAA tournament, obviously a motivating point for this season. Just what does that do to you all in the locker room when you're out on the field? What does that goal mean to you to reach it again this year?
I think that just kind of being in that situation last year, it really drives us this year, and knowing that we work for each other a lot of the times, and that we kind of show up every day, and we don't have to say it to each other, but we just know that we're working to reach our goals. We make sure we're working hard and make sure that we do it for each other because we know that we can get there.
Coach, the ACC is so easy. There's only 8 teams in the top 25 in the preseason. When you know you have that, how do you kind of put together your schedule? And it seems pretty tough, even with that back end, knowing that the ACC is going to be really good.
Yeah, for sure. Balancing the non-conference portion with your conference is important, and it's absolutely predicated on the group you have. So I feel confident in the group we have. Therefore, our non-conference portion is as strong as it's ever been. I mean, we open up at Ohio State. That's no joke. That's no joke. So, but I feel very confident in the group that we have. So we have to put ourselves in those positions that can help prepare us for the ACC. Because, like you said, it's a pretty easy league to play in. So we open up, I think, with Carolina, who might be 2 in the country. So we love that. We absolutely love that. Pressure's a privilege. We tell the players that all the time, and we want to be able to be in positions of pressure as often as we can. So it might be a little bit scary initially, but we want this program to be synonymous with living in pressure moments, and for us, that next step is this year.
I guess for Brooklyn and Ariana as seniors, obviously freshmen on the campus, How do you indoctrinate them into the program? What do you do? What do you say to them to get them used to Louisville women's soccer?
I guess basically we just been really working hard to let them know that they're just one of us. They're part of our family now, and that anything they could possibly need, we're here for them. And just every single day setting the standard and showing them the way we do things, which is we have a high standard, but they've been really super good about adapting, and really they're helping us raise the level every single day and making us better.
Yeah, I was going to say one of the great things about this team is how close we are. And I think coming in, it was really easy for them to just I kind of felt like they had been here for a long time already, just because of how close we are and how easy it was to kind of adapt to being with each other. And they know that they can come to us for anything, and like we go to them sometimes too. So just kind of being that, having that family like aspect to it is really nice.
Aaron, how do you, with such a short preseason and not many days to get ready, do you play the exhibition game like a real game, or will you mix and match and get everybody some minutes? How do you go about that?
Yeah, so a little bit of both. So we'll run the beginning of it from a marketing standpoint and an organizational logistical standpoint the same way we'll run every other game, but definitely we might tinker with some substitutions. To be honest with you, most of the times I prescribe the substitutions before it happens, so I don't get caught up in the emotion or trying to win the game with a substitution, because yes, we want to win, absolutely, but I also need to use these as valuable moments to see some of our younger players, to see partnerships develop, to see who potentially can take that void away from Gabby Vincent at the center of the back right now. So there may be some lineups that we adjust relative to those types of things. But for the most part with this group, my job's to stay out of the way. Just get out of their way. They know what they're doing. They're absolutely prideful in doing it every day in practice. And then obviously come game day, that's a celebration of what you've done every day in practice.
Any more questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take your name tag. Put it in your locker. Ooh, this is a fun one. Good.